Hello and welcome. Today I'm going over the results of the Senate election. I kind of waited on it because I wanted to see if the results of Arizona and Florida would have been in by now, but they are not. So if they do change, I will have my final results in. This is just going over things just because it's been, 5 days? I did it on, my last video was on this one, November 6th, so it's been 5 days since I've made a video, so I just wanted to see if any more results would come in. I already filled out which way the states would go. I'm comparing what I thought to the actual results of it. So we're going to start off from the west to the east. So we're in Nevada. I said this was going to go less than 1% to the Democrats. It went more than 5%. This went exactly 5%. So this actually is at the edge in the lean column. So this was a huge surprise to me. I didn't think Jackie Rosen was actually going to get this many votes out compared to Dean Heller. I thought this was going to be very close. But like in 2016 and the governor race in Nevada, they always overestimate the Republicans, or they just underestimate the Democrats. Something, I don't know, it's weird how Nevada is. They always are usually wrong on it when they say it's going to go to the Republicans. It's always it's gone to the Democrats for a very long time. For not for Senate, but for presidential elections, they usually get it wrong. That's the main one. And then it went into the Senate and governor elections. They said it was going to go to the Republicans, but it didn't. It said it was going to be more likely to go than a lot of these states that went way more to the Republicans. So that one is in the lean column. In the state of Arizona, this one is not finalized, but I think this is going to tilt to the Democrats, and I said this was going to tilt to the Republicans because of voter turnout. In polls, it showed that it would nearly go to the Democrats, so the polls got this one pretty accurate, so I'm going to put it in the tilt column. In the state of Montana, this one I thought was going to go tilt, but there was more turnout in the independent Rick Benridge than I thought. So this really took away votes from the Republican Matt Rosendale. I thought he could have possibly won this, and it seems like Jon Tester always edges out these races. Even though it says that he's going to possibly lose, he just edges it out. So I'm going to put this into the lean column. It went by 3%. In the state of North Dakota, this one I got right. I said it was going to go by 11%, and it did. So that one I was right in. It went into the likely column. In the state of Texas, this one was very interesting. Beto O'Rourke was leading in the beginning, and then Ted Cruz came out with a lot more votes by around 220,000. So this one was very surprising. I thought Ted Cruz would get this by at least 6%. My final prediction, I said 8%, but this was a little less than 3%, so that went into the lean column, surprisingly to me. I didn't think Beto O'Rourke would get 400,000 more votes than Hillary Clinton did, so he really turned out the Democrat base there. In the state of Missouri was interesting too. This one went by 6% to the Republican Josh Hawley. It possibly could have been caused by the Kavanaugh effect, or just polls were wrong. I said it was going to go by a little under 1% to the Republicans. So this one actually went into the likely column. In the state of Minnesota special election was very interesting too. I said it was going to go by just under 5%, and it went by around a little less than 11%. So this is actually in the likely column for the Democrats. In the state of Wisconsin, I said this was going to go into the likely column, around a 7% win for the Democrats there. And Tammy Baldwin got around 11% more, a little over 11% of the more vote than the Republican Lee Vukmir there. And we're gonna go into the state of Tennessee. In the state of Tennessee, this one was interesting too. I said it was going to be around a 6 to 6.5% win for Marsha Blackburn there, and she won by around a little less than 11%. So that one was very interesting too. In Mississippi special election, I've expected that this was going to solidly go to the Republican Cindy Hyde-Smith there, but the Republican vote split a lot, so this is going to go into a runoff. I think Cindy Hyde-Smith will carry the win around a 12 to 13%. So this one is going to go into the likely column. So this one isn't finished yet either. In the state of Indiana, this one was interesting too. I said this was going to tilt to the Democrats, and the Republicans won it by 5.9%. I thought Lucy Brunton would take enough vote away from Mike Braun to give it to Joe Donnelly for a win, but the Republicans carried out in a likely win. In the state of Michigan, I said that John James would lose around a 3%, but he actually lost around a 6%, so this just edged down to the likely column. In the state of Florida, this one's not finished yet, but Rick Scott has led the whole time in this, so I think he's going to edge it out into the tilt column. In the state of Ohio, I said that Sherrod Brown would win this around, I think, just 5% shy of the likely column, but this went around, what is this, 6% about. State of West Virginia, this was surprising too, but I got it right actually. I said I was going to go around a 3% win for Joe Manchin, but it was a 3.2%, so I was right that it was going to go into the lean column. In the state of Pennsylvania, I said Bob Casey would beat Lou Barletta around a 10%, but he actually beat him around a 13%. So this one is also in the likely column. And Hawaii is in the safe column. For the state of New Jersey, this one was interesting too. I said it was more likely to go to the Republicans than West Virginia, but it actually went to the Democrat Bob Menendez by around a 10.6%, and I said it was going to be less than 5%, so this was a surprise even to polls. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Tomorrow I'll be going over the governor races, and then Tuesday I'll be going over the House races. Hopefully there's enough of them in by then, and hopefully some Georgia or Florida will be called tomorrow in the governor races. Florida was called for the Republicans, and then Andrew Gillum called for a recount after the Florida race between Rick Scott and Bill Nelson became really close. So I think it's going to still edge out for the Republicans unless things change. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch for tomorrow's videos.